Okay, so we're back for 6-8 now. I get straight back into things. 9 a.m. overcast. 14 hours before the attack on LGD headquarters. Bad guy 300 meters above District 14 of Chernobog. Mission objective: join forces Rhodes Island to rescue a reconnaissance team. Assign assets: bad guy and its pilot, Rhodes Island elite operator Blaze and her team. 14 individuals. This is your stop. Amy and her people are nearby. Was it really okay to drop the team outside the city? You're gonna go down there by yourself. Come on, it's a lot better for them to be out there clearing a path and pushing back Reunion's pursuit forces than to fight here. Okay, the terrain down there is pretty tough. This is as far as I can take you. It's fine. At least let me put down a rope for you. Have you ever seen me use a rope? You're just gonna go for it again, huh? Go for what? What are you talking about? Every time you have a mission together, you go off and do crazy stuff while I sit in the cockpit on pins and needles and watch. Kinda used to it, but that doesn't change the fact that you're way too reckless out there. It just goes to show you what a good rapport you, me, and my team have. Rapport my ass. Last time you demolished the town, bombed out a reservoir, and collapsed a mine. Keep the chaos on the ground, please. Please don't bring it on to my baby. Fine, got it. But bad guy, really. Maybe think a little harder next time you pick a name. Just jump already. I think the welcoming committee spotted us. This is where we say goodbye, Blaze. No problem. I'll wait for you by entrance to the ruins. Be quick. Huh, the comms. Hello? I can hear you, but you don't have to yell. Oh, hi, Rhodes Islanders. I'm at the LGD and I'm out with your team by the ruins. Didn't the LGD withdraw already? What are you trying to pull? I'm like that Chen lady. Trust me, I can help you. How should we call you? Use my code name. Call me Officer Swire. Is this Swire just your name? Blaze, can you take care of this? I'm not good with bureaucrats. Blaze? Don't look at me. Get back here, don't jump. Didn't you tell me to jump a second ago? You can handle this. I believe in you. Mwah. Mwah my ass. Can't? Is she okay? It's nothing serious, just her body temperature is a little low. It's always low. I'm fine. I just... Frostly, slow down. Your temperature is even lower than usual. Doctor, pass me a bandage. Here you go. I told you I'm fine. Meteorite got hit a lot harder. It's okay. I'm a sarcasm. I'm more worried about you. Just go. What is Yeti Squad doing? They're approaching our position about 500 meters out. And debris clearing. We need about 15 more minutes. The collapsed building has a pretty complicated superstructure and we can't risk blasting here. Meteorite, get ready to fight. We have to hold this line. Roger, do we have a stock of bolts? Yes, logistics can get them for you. Amy, are you there? Did someone leave their comms open? This elite operator's channel. I can open it from my end. That voice? Oh no, they sent her. Who is it? Can she really make a difference here? They call her Blaze. She can certainly level the whole area and leave everyone pissing themselves. Damn right it's me, but that last part is a little off. Please, let's be serious here. Where are you, Blaze? Me and your support. I'm right above you. What? There's about 200 meters to go and I'll be there. I can't hit the machine. It's out of range. Flying machines, they have such equipment. Make sure they do not come down. What about the Rhodes Island squad before the reinforcements arrive? They cannot be allowed to join forces. Wait. Stand back. She jumped again. She jumped again. We jump together sometime, Amy, if you want. I think I'll take a rain check. Where's your team? I left them outside the city. They'll be here in a bit. I can't hear anything over the wind. Turn off your comms. Everyone move to support Blaze. Dr. A, no matter what she says, just nod. I dropped something. A person. There's only one, but keep your guard up. I sense the heat. She's using some kind of temperature arts. Hello, reunion friends. I don't like fighting other infected, but I heard you hurt some of my Rhodes Island co-workers. You're so after my buddies, so I'm going to have to put a stop to it. Aren't you, Mavly? How you doing, Miss Frosty? I want to see what happens when my hot meets your cold. Okay, yeah, I guess Blaze superhero landing time, I guess. Oh wait, was it trapped? Wait, was it not? Yeah, I finished episode 5. Okay, for some reason, okay, yeah, I guess they just jumped from the LGD part to this now. Like, okay, yeah, I'll say Blaze pretty hot. I will say best cat girl. Who else is a cat? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I want to say best cat girl. Can't say no to oh wait, oh shit, I forgot there's a after part. Hey, can't say no to that. Okay, so success rate after. Pant Blaze? I'm fine, to have some moves. You're not freezing, are you? Thanks to you, we're okay. You're keeping the air warm enough to stop our chills. Don't mention it. Hey Frosty, why aren't you using refill arts? So that's why. Frostnova's the name. Help me cover. Sister. Get out of here, Amia. There could be more reunion on the way. Do we have any injured? I can't help. So you're retreating. I want to politely suggest that you don't fight anymore, Snowbunny. If you keep using your arts like that, you're going to die. You're just burning your life into power. Or you could always come to Rhodes Island. We've got ways to extend your life. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. I look like I pity you. You're strong. I respect you. Are you running away? Ka? Dr. A, run. Don't look at her. Reunion forces closing on our position. You're not leaving. Sister, don't use that now, not where you're standing. We can't let them escape. Who knows what Rhodes Island might do to our people in Lungmen. The temperature difference is causing the structure to weaken. Freeze. Ha! It's working. The Iridium we buried has changed the structure of the lower levels. The plates are tilting. Sister, it's too dangerous. Hold on to me. Sister? Wait, is he hear that? Is that the sound of the structure shattering? Oh. Buried Iridium. Key absorption temperature difference. It's collapsing. Frostnova's arts can't actually do that. No? Plate is warping. Reunion is capable of something like this. All I know is the whole district is sinking. We're gonna get to a stable area. The ground here is caving in. Doctor? Doctor, ground under you, it's splitting. Uh-oh. Dr. A, move. Move what? Doctor? MS, stay where you are. Dr. A, grab onto that lamppost. Save the doctor. The ground is splitting too fast. I can't reach. Then I'll do it. No! What the? I'm okay. Doctor! The buildings can't support their own weight anymore. They're all collapsing. Meteorite, take her. Okay, I've got Amia. Put me down. Amia, go. I'll get the doctor. I'm an elite operator. I can do it. Well, looks like we're not quite done. Doctor, I'm going to use airflow and pressure to slow your fall and push away at the building beside you. Don't worry, it won't crush you. Just don't panic, I've got you. See you soon. Okay, see you. Sup, where's Frostnova? Your commander fell down there too, huh? Yes. Can we not fight? Rabbit Rhodes Island. Could we forge a temporary armistice? Honestly, we never much wanted to fight you. But Mephisto told our sister you'd kill Alex, and she was very concerned about what you would do next. Who's Alex? Skull Shatterer. I'm sorry, I did kill Skull Shatterer. Oh. Infected really should not fight one another. I'm sorry. What's to apologize for? It was a battle, wasn't it? It was. So let's have a ceasefire. Nessie, what do you say? Huh. Urson profanity. Nessie says he's fine with it. I don't think that's what he said. As long as we're not in battle, there's no reason to kill anyone, right? Why is it you want a ceasefire? Did you ever notice that both our sides are led by rabbits? Huh. I think something in my brain just broke. Huh. These are the Yetis of the ice field? What do you mean? Shouldn't they be cold, merciless killers? This isn't right. That's prejudice. Listen here, Bunny. Who wins the battle or where you go, none of that matters to us. All we care about is our sister's life. And you're worried about your friend too, right? Right, we didn't come here to hurt anyone. You're definitely not here to hunt reunion for sport, are you? Of course not. You know, it's funny. If it weren't for Patriot insisting on unity and reunion movement, we'd have dealt with Mephisto's people a long time ago. And that'd be kind of like hunting reunion for sport, huh? Huh. Let's get digging, shall we? Double bunny. Double bunny apparently. Oh yeah, welcome back. This actually doing story reading, I guess, instead. Okay, 6-9. Move out. But we're not really familiar with the layout here. I'm worried what if the infected resist our operations. Relax, I know the area. Just follow my orders. Yes, sir. Sir, bad news. Intelligence reports Reunion is moving with some degree of organization again. It seems like they've found another commander. They've re-encrypted their communication channels. We can't intercept them anymore. Could they have just joined up the units in the slums? Impossible. Rose Island should have already dealt with the situation there. There's no risk of us getting boxed in. Strange. Ah, Chen, I'm ready to... The transmission. Little miss, would you mind giving me the room? How dare you work out so you're busy every time I have something for you? Is that spiders back on the grid? I said give me the room, and get me some fin balls while you're out. I'm not a kid, you know. This is Chen. You're having a reunion element up from the lower levels of the slums. In fact, I called Yeti Squad. It seems they have the ability to collapse buildings and destroy infrastructure. Tread carefully. Understood. Only -1. Lungman's special forces are operating in slums. We are at the moment incapable of stopping them. Exercise caution. Roger. Only -1. Why did you drop out of contact? I had some things on my mind. It's clear to me now I'm leaving Lungman to you. What? I don't understand. Me now. I don't belong here. Only -1? We have to take some of Lungman's infected. The LGD can't protect them. The city doesn't care about them. In other words, the city isn't at all what you think is. 9. You're on their orders. I haven't been with the LGD for over 3 years. And actually, it was me giving orders to you. 9. Those special forces you're talking about, I think I've seen them around. I thought too much of this city. Goodbye, Chen. Alright, don't go snooping around the sewers. Was I too loud? You're pretty loud. I think the whole block heard you. Yeah, I'm still not as loud as you. Hey, Chen, get over here. Have a seat. Wow, Miss Swire squatting on a dirty street corner. You're not afraid to soil your clothes? Certainly not. What makes you think I'd worry about a thing like that? I was just about to give that stinky sewer rat another call. I may not come here often, but I'm pretty sure those special forces are up to no good. Have you met Lin from the slums? I have. He's a nice old man. Nicer than my grandpa, anyway. They call him the Rat King. The men behind the curtain aren't all like such, but he's a really good person. I never thought Yusia would turn out like this. She was such a shy and timid girl, the kind who would always hide behind you. I don't think she's changed. She just took on responsibility. Maybe the kind she couldn't handle. It wouldn't do any good to tell her that. We're between a rock and a hard place here. Can't say I understand what's going on between her and her father, but I know she's not so cold-blooded. So I'm gonna call her. The report I just got may be of use to us. What do you mean? A reunion group with special powers has entered the slums, and they're able to command other reunion elements. I'm the only one who knows. Well, now it's the two of us, I guess. What are you thinking? We steer raincoats into them. Aside from the ground left to help the LGD clean things up, new type infected, there's also quite a few of those special forces with us in the slums. And the situation is, we don't know their distribution. We have no way to guard against them and have no idea what they might do. But if Lin you see us help, we can guide them into that reunion team. Force them out, show them to the whole LGD. The LGD, sure, but also Rhodes Island. Trust them so much. They chase their objectives harder than any group I've ever seen. They're even more dedicated than LGD. And who else are we going to trust? You got stones, I'll give you that. Ordinary Arknights don't know Lin. They don't know your grandfather. They don't even really know Wei and Wu, let alone any chambers of commerce or whatever behind the scenes. They just trust LGD. None of those players would dare disband LGD and leave us with the regular old police. They add in outsiders, and there's no way they'll want to take over. They'll fire you, though. Whoop-de-doo. Now let's wrap up things on this last job. Next time, their patrol route goes right into the slums. You can't get Lin on board? As long as we look after this place, Lin will work with us. One more thing. What's that? Do you know we have 3 guests? What is it? Listen up, Stinky Rat. I've got news for you. There's a reunion unit we can't hold. We need your team's help. Impossible. What are you trying to pull? Have I ever lied to you? You said we'd go to the same secondary school, only for you to run off to Victoria. I'm sorry. Really, truly sorry. Forget. I don't care. You see, your dad has done so much for Lungman. We don't want to lose this place, and the people here can't lose us either. Liar, you're coming here. You come to the slums. Chenwell. You really are a terrible liar. What business have I with her? For whatever reason, your dad wasn't able to resolve the conflict between the infected and the normal people, but Chen can. Chen and your father will rebuild slums together. They're working to turn it into a place where all kinds of people can live, to a point where we won't even be able to call it slums anymore. Think about it. Even though most Lungmanites don't live here, they've been coming here a lot for the past few years, haven't they? So we won't need any slums. What? We haven't been able to solve the infected crisis, but I know we can make this a better place. There'll be Lungman's downtown districts 22 to 29, no longer slums. The city was built on the many, many different kinds of people all coming together to make it what it is today. Lungman can't afford to lose anyone. Yeah, and how boring. You've become as boring as Chen. Isia. Look, I'm not trying to make a soap opera here. Where's that reunion unit? Oh. I won't ask again. Amia, have you entered the slums? We have a bit of a situation here. Let me fill you in. Impressive. Blackcoats are retreating. Run while you can. Thanks. Don't thank us. If you have the strength, you should fight alongside us. Did you see him swinging down from the 4th floor and graze my head like that? If I didn't freeze his weapon, the Iridium Frost Nova left in my backpack, I wouldn't be standing here. Very impressive. They're just like the swordsman in the gas mask back in Ursus, even stronger, really. I almost died. What are you so excited about? The masked swordsman you're talking about were the Ursus Royal Guard. You only had 5 of them at that time. Did you count how many raincoats there are? Does that mean we're even more awesome than before? There's not a time for jokes. Their techniques and their equipment mean they must have a city, even the craftsmen of multiple cities supplying them. There's no way we can beat them back on our own. Don't even think about trying to kill them. I just think I did pretty well. The point is, this situation is way beyond what we can handle. We can't hold out for long. Quiet. Reporting in. Sister, these are Faust's people. I recognize him. Frost Nova received your message and... Why is Mephisto with you? What happened to him? Mephisto has taken some hits to his psyche. Him, traumatized. Wait, where is Faust? Faust stayed behind to give us, and others a chance to escape. We left him outside slums. Sorry to come back from that. Faust was a brave warrior. Frost Nova, if you could, we would like to fight alongside the Yetis. You could. We must get our remaining people out safely. Find a sniping position and wait orders. We will need your support in the coming battle. We don't know when the enemy may attack again. Understood. Pass our location to all teams. We will guarantee a safe route for a retreat from here. Keep evacuating. Understood. Are they like the Ursus soldiers with a total disregard for collateral damage? I don't think so. The Ursus were willing to use direct artillery fighter on the upper city. I knew they were brutal, but that brutal? We saw it with our own eyes. The Raincoat people are very different. They see civilians as targets since they can't tell the difference between infected and uninfected. They don't know if maybe we're dressing up as civilians. The Ursus just didn't care, but these people don't let a single one slip through. There are so many fleeing, it's damn near impossible to keep order. Frost Nova is in a tough spot. Sister won't let anyone die, reunion or no. We came to Lungman to fight. How do we end up saving people? It's funny. The fighting is pretty much done. If you guys didn't show up, we'd all be dead. Man, it's crazy. You're really counting on us. Okay, not talk like that. I used to think you guys were so imposing, but now you just seem like a bunch of clowns. You guys saw it wrong. We just don't talk much. Shouldn't be imposing. Anyway, aren't we supposed to be holding this place with you? You're totally right, bro. Let's defend this place together. What's going on? We found some locals locked up here. A mother and a daughter. We were going to use this place as a firing position, but we don't know how to communicate with them. They seem pretty scared of us. She is your child, yes. What? Such a healthy one. Don't be afraid. Don't cry. Your mama is right here. Mama is here. What? Pet? Oh, the child is smiling. Get her out of here. You escort her. You escort her. See her to safety. They're uninfected. There are so many of our people who need evacuating. We don't have time. Oh? Right, who cares whether it's the infected or the uninfected now? Understood. Come this way. Nade ho. Frost Nova, sister, wait for us to come back. Don't try to hold on your own. Have some faith in your big sister. Harry, they're coming. They are deploying some units wearing some other uniforms. They might be Lungman's LGD. Go! The temperature is as low as it will go. Uniform ones are no match for us, but watch out for raincoats. Where's Nessie? We need more firepower. We need suppressing fire. He says okay. I don't think Sister's body can take much more. She can't keep the temperature down. You can't break the pavement. No way, if you do that, how will our people and the locals get to exit? We're sure this is the only way out. Yes, the little ones have all been destroyed. All that's left is the one we dug. How much time do we have? Or how much time does Sister have? Why must it come down to tormenting her so? They're almost done. I'll go get Sister. Sister, we've just about got this group evacuated. And the fighting, how it goes? We got the LGD completely suppressed. The terrain favors us and they can't make use of their superior numbers. But you have nothing to hide. Lungman's Raid Brigade doesn't care about the terrain or the people. They're gonna level everything. They're purging the slums. Those unaffected Lungmanites we saw. I'm afraid that was their doing. Sister, stop your arts. We can't handle these ones ourselves. Just rest for a bit. Sister? The temperature just cracked the lower limit. She's doing it. The superstructure is weakening. Smash your footing and push them back. Fire. You're falling back. Keep it up. Faster, more faster. Right. That's our big sister. She really did it. Petrova, what's wrong? Why do you look so gloomy? Sister? Young, come here. No? Come? I can't. You have to. Sister doesn't have much time left. What? I'm hungry. Where's Daddy? Where did he go? I want my daddy. Daddy. Daddy will come get me. A child. Blaze 4. I mean 1. Come in. I'm in the slums. 4th Street building number 10. There's a child survivor. Infected. Hello. Who are you? Are you a Lugmanite? I will not hurt you. I don't speak Ursine well. I am not an enemy. What did you say? Come with me. It is dangerous here. I can't. Uncle said to stay here. But I will take you to find your dad. You could do that. I can do that. You hiding behind me, come out. You're not with them. You're from Rhodes Island. Child, stay back. Don't come closer. Drop your weapon and come out with your hands up. What? You're not here to save us. Don't you Rhodes Islanders know what's hidden here? You worked hard to set up this ambush. If you can't lure them in, if you can't take them out, they'll kill all of us. You're using children as bait. You deserve to be killed. You think this will end when we're dead. Even if they kill us, they won't let the children go. They won't let anyone go. If that's all it took, we'd gladly die to save the kids. We didn't even attack you. Who's killing children? The people in the black raincoats. You've seen them. You understand. They're slaughtering everyone. That's no excuse. After I take you in, I will apply to have you protected. And we're supposed to just trust you. That crossbow of yours is a killing tool. What are you protecting? For now, I'm protecting your lives. Say it will do with you, then reset our trap. You've already got the order to form up and retreat. If you die here, it would dishonor those comrades who died to save their children. Child, take cover. I'm still alive. You think you'd be better off dead. Operator Blaze. It's not like you dying would solve anything. Better keep on ticking. What about the reunion men and the children? Operator Greythroat, I got you all wrong, and I'm sorry. The children? I took care of the reunion guys. I hid the kids. Just listen to me already. No need, as long as the children are safe. Can you not be obnoxious for like 5 minutes? What did you get wrong about me? Watch you stand up to fight for infected kids. It was hella Langnoi. Your Lungman dialect sucks. Yeah, it's off the top of my head, but really I thought you were just some heartless uninfected girl. Joining Rhodes Island to spy on us or whatever. I got you all wrong. If I were a spy, this is how I'd get you to trust me, as long as you weren't stupid enough to let me bleed out. You bandaged me. I'm still an elite operator. It's my job. Anyway, you're right. But even if you were a spy, you still did the right thing, so I'll save the spy's life and then pack her off to legal. I could just run. Let's not be stupid here. How are you gonna outrun me? Trust doesn't mean letting your guard down. Trust means knowing what you do and what you won't. If you do the right thing, I'll back you up. If you do the wrong thing, I'll correct it or stop it if I have to. That's trust. Thanks, Readthrough. You trust me and you corrected my wrong thoughts with your right actions. I'm sorry. But you really need to work on your people skills. They didn't want to be difficult. That was a show for survival. If you screw up, you still need to go to legal. What? Seems like you're getting along better. I think so. At least Blaze is trying. Leave it to her to drop her prejudices so quickly. Rhodes Island's elite operators have more than just their incredible combat skills. Blaze is also gifted a gregarious personality and savior fare, as well as her own opinions. If you want to lead her, if you want to support her, you have to gain her trust. And first, you have to learn how. I fought alongside Blaze for a long time, and I think you can too, Doctor. I'm doing okay. But okay isn't good enough, is it? She puts up a carefree front, but Blaze has a complicated personality. You have time. Keep your eyes open. I know you can do it, Dr. A. You need to put in more work. Like, look where we are now. Our operators follow our orders out of a sense of duty, not trust. Your trust is built on understanding, the kind Blaze is working on with Readthrough. Oh, looks like we got company. More reunion. Let's give Blaze a little more room to apologize. She still needs to kick her foot in her mouth a few more times. She's a foot in mouth type, huh? Yep. She's a good conversationalist, but not so great in expressing her feelings. What's really going on here is her confronting her deep-seated prejudices more than just an apology to Readthrough. Normal folks' prejudices against the infected aren't a one-way street. We have our own issues with the uninfected. The enemy within is just as much an enemy as the enemy without. We defeat them both. We will. Listen up. Those reunion guys were scared out of their wits. Neither we nor the LGD can put that kind of fear into someone. They were ready to go against everyone they stood for. They meant something else, but what was it out there that could do that to them? And we will have to fight them too. Okay, what? Solve your coincidence. To a streamer called Akari and Akari stage for both purple female V. What the heck? Also, hey, welcome back. Ah, man, I guess it's time for more. They do more trust farming. Wait, but I think, but I took care of my cat. I mean, she's. Yeah, she's that's good enough. 200 trust. Yeah, I got my cat 200 trust. She's fine. She's fine. Kind. I think I understand her. I hope. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think that was 6/11. Okay. Yeah. 6/11. Okay. Okay. Maybe not so much on my other ops. Okay. Maybe not those. But or maybe not them. Okay. Maybe. Baby. I'll think about the others. Okay, 6/12. All the reunion teams I could reach have pulled out. That's a lot of people. It's incredible, like a river. It'll be a river out there in the wilderness, a river of refugees. There's Ursus and Lungmanites out there, infecting ordinary folk alike. No matter what they came with, they're leaving empty-handed. They thought there was a place that would take them. Now that there's never anywhere they could have gone. This river won't flow forever. Sounds so sad. Picked out from Big Daddy. No wonder anyone would get sentimental at a time like this. If Big Daddy was here, we would have won the fight, and it wouldn't have come to this, huh? It's the luck of the draw. No use thinking about how things could have been. Get ready. I'll go talk it over with the Phantom Crossbowman. Don't rush me. It's not like I don't know. Hurry up already. Quit screwing around. I'm pretty choked up too. Are you sure? It's Yeti Squad. What about Emi and her people? They're already on their way. Emi said to tell you to take it easy. She knows better than to tell me that. It's me, Blaze. When do I ever take it easy? Blaze? Where are you going? To save lives. Crosswoman, wait up. Yetis, what are you doing? It's Sister Frostnova. She's growing weak. She can't keep this up for long. She exhausted her energy pushing back Lungman's forces. She may not wake up for a while. You mean you want us to take her with us? But we aren't going back to Chernobog. Faustin didn't want Monsieur to go back. We're begging you. We want Sister to be together with Patriot in the end. We know they're not exactly getting along right now, but their bond is stronger in blood. So please, we beg of you. What will you do? They'll cover you. If you don't hold them back, the Lungmanites will catch you in no time. Once you're all far enough away from Lungmen that you're no longer a threat to them, they'll give up the chase. But that means you guys will live by a sword, die by a sword. We're okay with dying in battle. The future that Sister Frostnova spoke of is still a ways away, but we don't need to see it for ourselves. We owe you our lives. That's nothing. You're saving our sister. We'll do what you ask of us, I swear it. Take these arm guards and put on this protective suit. What for? Our sister is far too cold for you. She's so light. The arts have emptied her body. Easy now, easy. Don't wake her. Look at how softly she sleeps. Goodbye, sister. We'll be waiting for you. Alright then. Let's move on. It's us that's moving on. We'll meet again, Yetis. Not too soon, I hope. Are you going to die? Earth's profanity. What are you crying for? Are you a Yeti or not? Are you not crying? What am I crying about? Did you forget what Sister said? She said not to cry. Right, she said not to cry more than a decade ago. She said not to cry, so I don't want to see any tears. We don't get to cry because we haven't won yet. Once we win, once we're free. Once we're free, we'll cry our eyes out. In the wilderness, in the snow, in the stacks of wheat piled high, we'll be bawling. Sister was crying as she said, you know. She was only 9 at the time. We were all a little older than her. Without her, we would have died in that mine. Do you bring the sauce? Bring the what? Wait, I thought we were allowed to bring it. You're not allowed to drink on this march, but you had it with you, I know. I want to drink too. You're not old enough yet, are you? But I've never tried before. I don't want to die without ever tasting it. Give him a little. Petrova. Fine, take a swig, but not too much. We will all need a share. Nah, does your brothers warm up? To Sister and Big Daddy. To Frostnova and Patriot. Do you know he's infected? I do, Officer Chen. But this final battle must be fought. Do we have a choice? You may not. Look behind you. They're not even trying to hide themselves anymore. Black raincoats. So we have to fight them. This is what we must do. If you don't, we'll fall short, and the business of pushing the special forces into Yetis become pretty unconvincing. Unless you could convince them to surrender. As long as there's an infected behind them, they won't give up. Amia. I won't force you to fight. I'm sorry, Officer Chen, but we will witness it. The OG fought bravely. No one can deny that. You fought for Lungmen against the invaders. This is how we will help you against those special forces. And for our sake, we must record every battle for the infected. Every single one. Amia? Officer Chen. When this battle is over, let's grab a bite together. But I'm infected. I don't care, the loudmouth and the tall lady. They won't mind either. This battle, it's going to cost a lot. For us, it's a battle. For Lungmen, it's a war. And that's what war is. But whoever it was who planned all this, they're not here. So there's something I have to tell you. But not right now. Yeah, not right now, Officer Chen. Doctor. Don't want to watch. Mm-hmm. But just like in Ruins of Chernobyl. You're right, I decided. I need to see it with my own eyes. Together. Together. So we don't call her big sister because she's older than us. Why am I just learning this now? Well, it works for you. You were 3 years old back then. Hey, what's with that attitude? Did you get drunk off 2 sips when you cried out for food? Did I feed you or not? I was then, this is now. You know, it's funny. I'm suddenly thinking about these Rhodes Islanders. Why? That one cat with the hot body. The one who said she wanted to drink with us. It's too bad. She looked like she'd be able to hold her liquor. She looked like a real good time. But the little rabbit, she can't be old enough yet. What is she, 16, 17? More like 14. She seems older because she talks fancy. As old as sister was back then. Let's toast him one more time. So it said, so shall it be done. So shall it be done. So shall it be done. Arknights should be more coordinated. Get out of here. Yeah, he's can only hold them for a while. You don't think that what they're doing is incredible. If he died, then they did it all for nothing. The Phantom Crosswomen say we can't go back to Chernobyl, so we're going to a new place. I don't care where our new base is. Where it is, I'm going with you. Huh, you Arknights are no different from us. I was hoping they'd treat you better here. Turns out it's the same as it was in Ursus. Infected suffer the same everywhere. That's not what you said when you first got here. People change. Yetis? Are those the Yetis? It's the Yetis, right? Definitely. Yetis? Yeti? Why are you Yetis like this? Damn it, don't die here. I won't let you die. Just hold on, I can save you. I'll get you to safety. Why do you infected want to die here? The special forces stopped attacking. No, it looks like they're pulling back. Seems like they're giving us initiative. Are we showing the power of Lungmen's law enforcement? They underestimated us. Never mind. This is the last wave. Don't disappoint the people or Chancellor. We show Union how powerful Lungmen is. The infected don't dare attack our city again. Huh. Phantom Crosswoman. Don't let us down. You have to get our sister back to old man. She's running out of time. She should spend it with him. We don't have much time left ourselves, huh? Ready. Ready. Let's give back our lives. Let's show them what the squad trained by Bolrockastes Ursus's great soldiers and led by its coldest nightmare can do. Last of Sisters Iridium Arts. Frost Iridium ready to loose. Let's see we're coming. Yetis! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, wake up. Come, Adam, bring warm water. Dad. She's alive. Great, she's alive. Thank the ancestors. Adam, move it. Dad? Dad? Yes, I'm Dad. Yes, I'm Dad, certainly. Don't sleep, don't sleep. Hold Daddy's hand and don't let go. Dad, I'm so cold? Don't sleep, my daughter. Save us. Her body temperature keeps dropping. Mishka, do something. No way to tilt the flow. It's cold, Daddy. I'm cold. Daughter? My daughter, hold on. Daddy, don't ever leave me again. 10:48 a.m. Ruins of Chernobyl's District 14. Upper superstructure levels. Hate to be a bother. I'm awake. You didn't kill me while I was unconscious. Is that confidence or something else? This sort of thing has happened before. How you do that? In any case you didn't. Probably because you've been talking in your sleep. I'll take that as a sign that you've shown mercy. Now if I don't kill you, I'd call that returning the favor. Have you explored our surroundings? Couldn't find a way out, could you? Looks like we won't be able to leave this place for a while. My father, as I call him, is named Bularakas T and was once an officer in the Ursus military. And my real father died a long time ago. As a child, I vaguely remember a man taking a crossbow bolt to protect a woman. The woman took me in her arms and stopped the second volley of bolts with her spine. You witnessed it with your own eyes. I couldn't even comprehend what was happening at the time, and this memory just happened to never fade. As for what really happened, it was my grandmother who told me all about it later. I pressed my grandmother for the meaning of that vision, and she had no more excuses, she told me. They were real parents, and they died protecting me. The funny thing is, I don't know them at all. I don't have any memories of them in my mind other than that vision. My own parents were just forgotten. It's hard for me to even say I have any feelings for them. So your grandmother raised you. Half and half. The other half was the blood of the Ursus infected. What? I was born in a mine in the northwest tundra. The mine was small and remote, not part of any city, and there are no settlements around. There was nothing to see but snow all year round. This mine was held up only to spread death and slavery. There are countless such mines in snowy pits, or snowy plains. My birth parents were miners in that hellish pit. My grandmother stayed with me through my early years of learning to speak, but she never told me what crimes my parents committed to be sentenced to mine labor. Later, when I was a little older, I asked them around in the mines and learned that both of my parents has opposed the Emperor's wartime plans. The arrest was also an accident. The bottom two lines of the arrest warrant were blank, so the sergeant in charge of search haphazardly copied the name on the door plate. Without trial, my parents lost their names and moved from their warm little town to cold Northlands to serve a centuries-long sentence. Of course, no one would even live to see that, let alone ever leave alive. My grandmother was sentenced to mines together as a harbor of criminals and was moved with them. In fact, all the miners there had very similar experiences. Naturally, both of my parents contracted the oropathy down there. All the miners did. Now, even if you escaped this mine, no one would believe a word you said. You're just an infected person. The most horrible, vicious, and extreme of the oropathy patients. However, the overseer of the mine, a certain Ursus military garrison, believed that the natural death rate of the infected was still too slow. They drew straws to decide the fates of oropathy sufferers, killing them for fun and sport. Maybe it was the miners that drove them crazy rather than snow, and maybe the infected didn't count as humans in their eyes. When I was 5, my parents drew a black lot. When I was 10, my grandmother drew a black lot. When I was 11, I drew a black lot myself, but it didn't matter. They didn't care about the lottery anymore. They just wanted to abandon the whole mine. By that time, all the adult infected in the mines had died out, and the Emperor's new policies had left the mines starved of people. Under orders, the Ursus overseers prepared to go ahead and execute the last of the infected, a few sick children. Afterwards, they would collapse the mines to serve as mass graves for the infected, to cover up their sins. I learned later in my travels that they do this all the time. I was sad. I was in pain. I had broken a lot of ore. I lived with other kids in the mines. We loved each other a lot, and we were all going to die for nothing. Strong feelings hatching in my chest. The deaths of both my parents and my grandmother played vividly in my mind. When the execution started, my arts erupted from within me, killing the 4 soldiers carrying out the execution. Of course, I didn't have the power to turn things around. The children were mere cattle to overseers, who, as soldiers, carried sharp blades and wore solid armor, and we were like bugs who just managed to sting them. The cries of my siblings reached my ears as they knocked me to the ground, and the final wave of slaughter was about to begin. A guerrilla band arrived. As Balarakas T's team, all the Ursa soldiers guarding the infected on the northern tundra have dreams, and this squad is their worst nightmare. You seem proud of them. If I could be, I would be. They killed every last executioner right before us, and the infected children in the mines escape. It's just the blood of my less fortunate companions and that of the dead soldiers flowed together and crystallized into ice onto inhumanely white ground. And I realized something in that moment. These Ursa soldiers were just following orders at first. They shed the same blood as us. Words and stories and fabricated animosity planted the root of cruelty and indifference in their bodies. It was Ursa that turned them into this. Please do me a favor. In the left pocket of my jacket, there's some candies. Take one. You can also take one for yourself if you want to try it. Take 2 candies? Oh, it looks like you've got a taste for snacks after all. Just a warning, the sugar may be completely different from anything you've ever had before. But life is short. You should try something new, right? Then what? Please put the candy in my mouth. Careful not to touch my skin. Like this? From my fingertips to my neck, I'm paralyzed. I can only move from the neck up. I can't still freeze you instantly with even the slightest movement of my tongue. So don't worry, if you offend me, you'll be dead soon enough. Here you go, have some candy. Thank you. Tastes extremely spicy. Look on your face. Sorry, couldn't resist teasing you a bit. I've made that joke so many times that no one falls for it anymore. And now at last, I saw a chance. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. Why do you eat this stuff? Because I'm cold. I told you to be careful because even if you touch just the tiniest bit of my skin, you'll get severe frostbite. If you had touched me before, I would have been able to tell by your reaction you didn't. You didn't try to kill me. This phenomenon is beyond the accounts of extant academic sources. The cold goes even beyond winter itself. The heat from the outside world cannot penetrate the bitter cold that surrounds my body. I love hot drinks because I can feel the warmth of the drink as the hot stream slides down my esophagus and into my stomach. Sadly, my insides get burned by hot drinks. The only pleasure I have left is this mix of alcohol and stimulating spices, with a little candy if you can call it that. This warm feeling, even if it's only a brief illusion, brings me a bit of comfort. Sorry for teasing you earlier. So you just said it was cold because oropathy created this horrible body of mine. At that moment, however, Baldaraka's tea held my ice-cold body that had never known warmth close to his chest. He didn't even care at all that I had frozen his Under Armour arms to a point of partial necrosis. I'm not sure if it was the emotions he was feeling at the time that infected me or not, but I stayed awake and survived in the end. So Baldaraka's tea became your father. He's my whole family. As a young child, he was all I had. Like I said, I don't remember how much about my birth father. Subconsciously, I did indeed thought of the huge beast as my real family. Hard to say. It's that, despite his appearance, he's sentimental and stubborn in places, and he isn't funny that such a man used to be a killing machine for Ursus. It's not funny, is it? I can't laugh either. He was once a war hero of Ursus who retired to a certain city-state in his old age. As a soldier of Ursus, but fighting for the infected. You don't take Ursus at their word, you see what he's good in company. You see that he's in good company, although there's only one that the infected called Patriot. His wife died young, and he is survived by his son. By the way, he's a Sarkaz, from the most vicious Sarkaz clan at all. Still, his son became a scholar, a Vindigo scholar, perhaps the first in the history of Ursus. Baldaraka's contracted oropathy during his last battle. His men helped him hide his illness, and he had even hidden everything from his own son. He didn't want to drag his son down with him, only die in some dark corner of the world with the disease. However, during the Great Rebellion, his son was campaigning for the rights of the infected. Long out of touch with his father, the son still sees him as an Ursus puppet. And he was. They commanded him to keep order in their own ranks at all costs. He allowed soldiers to use their weapons. Conflict erupted, and corpses piled in snowdrifts. That's who he was. Then he saw his son on the street, his body by then completely cold. I wonder if he thought of his own son when he hugged me. His son fought for infected in his own way, and Volkoradze believed he had killed his own son. His team left with him. Since then, the Northwest Tundra has had a guerrilla force that strikes fear into hearts of Ursus who dare abuse the infected. The old beast never said a word of any of this to me. He probably does think of me as his daughter, but I also want him to tell me this stuff in his own words to me. I learned it all from his men, but Volkoradze himself won't talk to anyone. The monster of a stubborn old man with a fragile and impulsive heart. His team had passed through 4 mines before saving us children. The kids in those 4 camps weren't as lucky as us. They found their bodies buried in collapsed mines, and a company of soldiers that carried out the executions were nowhere to be found. What do you find in me? Affection, redemption, or a little psychological comfort? I'm not sure. Is coughing and internal bleeding also a symptom of your infection? Probably, maybe. Probably just a result of me overusing my arts. It got pretty intense today. This sort of thing has only happened once before. Unconsciousness, general paralysis, and the inability to move around even when unconscious have all happened. I know my own body. You can't use your own arts again. Oh, are you going to fight for me now? Rhodes Islander, what do I call you? They call me what the Rhodes Island operators do. Dr. A. Dr. A. I mean, actually, Rhodes Islanders can fight, but I still don't trust you. Not to mention the fact that you're supposed to be a pharmaceutical company. Rhodes Island does a lot of things. What happens outside of combat is none of my business. I watched you fight in Chernobyl. You have a strong stance, something I confirmed with my own eyes, but I couldn't judge your own character. Heard that Alex died at your hands. It makes me doubt your path. Now, I can't let you leave Chernobyl and cause more harm to Reunions infected. But you're willing to listen to so much of my own crap. I'm going to assume you're not exactly as other infected describe. You're just scared. I wouldn't be afraid of the one who brings death. Dr. A, are you scared right now? I'm not sure. Do you really feel fear? I doubt it. If you look so peaceful in the face of death, then I think maybe you really have no attachments at all. A question I think about all the time. Am I afraid of death? I've heard that Ursus garrisons call me a Yeti princess, the wintry death. The truth is, we were just a few ragtag squads wandering a tundra, barely scraping by. My arts were powerful. I proved as much to my enemies and teammates alike. Of course, my body, as you can see, is only that of an oropathy sufferer. I felt special not because of my illness, but because of feelings my frost instilled in me. I saw my ability as a blessing, but Volkoradze, that grumpy old fart, treated it like a curse. I couldn't feel the cold as we waded through the deep mud and swamp, icy water soaking my legs. The old man wouldn't let me go into battle, even as his soldiers took heavy casualties. He lit his own oil lamp and sat quietly at the table by himself. I think he was crying, but I couldn't be sure. I didn't know if I should comfort him. In my 5th year, I summoned a cold stream for the first time in the face of the enemy. One soldier was frozen into a block of ice. Another accidentally fell on the block, and they both shattered into pieces. I joined the fight. The soldiers looked at me in awe. My brothers and sisters were proud of me, and other infected said, "That's our big sister. She saved all of our lives." Did my arts actually save anyone? The children from the mine carried the iridium crystals I had made, and we became the Yeti squad. Those crystals radiate my cold, and we bring frost and vengeance to enemies of the infected. But that's really just cold, the cold of winter that won't birth new life. Even so, I feel very lucky, for my brothers and sisters could survive. I could live in this world. Have you ever wanted to coexist with ordinary people? Ordinary people? What do you mean by ordinary people? The unarmed but cold-eyed citizens of Chernobyl who watch the infected being put to death, or the Ursus conscripts in mines who take pleasure in shooting us. Every time I think of the face of those overseers, I grit my teeth and fantasize about slitting their throats and drinking their blood. But I don't hate the Ursus. As our guerrillas trudged through the snow, retreated from the valley, and were even chased by Ursa's army. It was the Ursas who would put a few cups of bread brew in their windows. The Ursas have never been cold-blooded creatures. The only enemy I have is the Empire of Ursus that has tormented the infected so. I don't think of ordinary people as the enemy. Ursas who are taught to hate the infected are just ordinary people up until they're blinded by that hate. It's only because enemies kill each other that we fought as we have, that's all. I'm an infected person, yes, but before that I was a normal person. What about what Reunion is doing now? My main conflict was with Balderakis in his work to protect the infected community. Reunion first name that infected can rely on. No matter where Reunion goes, no matter what it does, we cannot abandon it. To lose Reunion is to lose infected conviction. Fight for conviction. That's what the old man says. That's what the old man believes. Why do you keep pausing like that? Because that's how he talks now. I was just preserving his candidness. Dr. A, do you know why Rhodes Island is a nameless pharmaceutical company? Because you can't take a stand on the world stage. As soon as you take that step, you become what Reunion is now. You will go down this road. Will we really? After a dozen years of rolling around on the tundra, an infected woman reached out to us. She said, "Come with me and let's break all the chains." Imagine it. We met in the ruins of an old city that had become a battlefield. She was alone, carrying nothing but her roster and a book of ledgers. Even the things she said I found impractical to the point of ridiculousness. But she said to us, "Come with me." She fought with us, and with her strength and ideals, she became our friend. Together we left the snowy plains and headed for the cities of Ursus. Whether that was a word she spat out after pausing to think, or a swing of her great sword as she slashed alongside me, her power was real and plenty impressive. When the wounded needed treatment, she was there. When discussing strategy and philosophy with the infected, she was there. And when fighting against the Ursus Death Squad, she was also there. Even get to dine with some regular people, she didn't care. There was nothing in her eyes but the purest authenticity. Our team grew, and so did our friendships. The people brought in were good at fighting, and they were good people. At the time, I considered her my friend. She quietly helped me make these candies, even though she was terrible at it and they tasted even worse. She made a funny face as she ate them, and she'd force a smile at me. It was really something. She worked so hard to put on a brave face. It made me laugh. Everything's different now. Trembog was destroyed by a catastrophe, as you can well see. All the normal people here died or became newly infected. Their eyes were dead, no desire to live anymore whatsoever. If this is what she wanted, then we would never have followed her. In case you didn't know, here's the secret. She's planning to take over Lungman. She says it won't be like Chernobyl and that the infected will get their own city instead of a giant ruin like this place. Would you trust someone like that? If she's acting, then she's the greatest actress the world has ever seen. There's a thought stuck in my head. What are my chances of winning if I went up against her? Once we part ways, once I find out she's been lying to the infected or that she's been plotting against them, I will fight her. She must know the price of betrayal. My countless deadly battles with the Ursus have cleansed my mind and honed my skills. I say with the utmost conviction, even if I cannot defeat her, I can let death take her from the world along with me. That stubborn old man wouldn't agree with me. He's fought too long, and his old age is driving him down a path that leads only to sacrifice. Don't agree with your father's ways. He is strong against his enemies, and he is loyal to his friends, but when he needs to stand up for them, he will face the reality that his friends make him weak. The old man who has believed in people all his life. The old Kerrigan never thinks about what to do after being betrayed. Maybe he's already taken over that bitter pill. He bore the pain of betrayal over and over again his whole life, and he said nothing. Whether it's an infected who heard about Reunion and decided to join up, or an infected who feels they can't get away with anything, Reunion is factionalizing, and our leaders are doing nothing to stop it. I will definitely go back to Chernobyl after the Lungman business is over. This time, I must face her, because I'm not long for this world. I promised my brothers I'd find a home for everyone, but before I fall, I have to make good on my promise. Why are you telling me this? Because the look in your eyes tell me that you're not just another executioner. I'm not sure if I am. It's best to doubt yourself. It's the only way you won't go through life fanatically convinced of something. Do you ever hear voices outside? It sounds like they're digging above us. And my body is. Well, I can't move my fingers already. Thank you. Did I do something? Thanks for helping me pass the time. Dr. A, I'd like to make a bet with you. If your people dig us out first, I will kill all of you in the blink of an eye. If my brothers and sisters break through first, your life ends here. Want to bet? Oh, that was holy. That was low. Oh, okay. Wait, roll. Oh yeah. Don't worry about the gotcha throw. That's just something. Holy shit, that was long. Okay. Take a quick water. Okay, 6-14. The Yetis. I feel so bad for him to die in Lungmen like that. One less hope, one less legend for the infected. Move it, LG are on their way. I know. There's something not quite right about your eyes. To be honest, I always thought you were a spy for Lungmen. How about now? No one would believe it anyway. A real spy would kill you to keep you quiet. I'm not worried about you killing me. Look at the state of Lungmen. Even if you were a Lungmenite, you can't go back. You have an even worse time than we did. So I'm not really anything anymore. What are you doing? Wow, is that a flower? Oh, is this your arts? It's pretty. Someone has to leave them a token of respect. Such dilly-dallying, such a waste of time. I think it was well done. I can't give top marks for wiping out the entire reunion movement in the city of Lungmen in a single day. Wei Yanwu is impressive. Tai He, have you heard that rumor? You speak of Wei Yanwu's history. Delve not into such things. Forgive me, but how do the skills of the Black Cloaks compare to those of the Imperial Guard? You overestimate them, but they do indeed have some exceptional skills. Look out. You bastards. Infected. Wire? Don't really want to kill me, do you? You can use arts. I've always heard that men who use wires as weapons are literally all psychopaths. Indeed, they do say that. Infected do not interfere with official business. Take care that I lump you in with the others. That should be done about unidentified armed units getting killed on a battlefield, is there? We can likewise testify that you are acting in coordination with Reunion. You don't have the authority to investigate my partner. We are well aware that a vessel belonging to infected countermeasures specialist is docked in Lungmen berth, Superintendent Chen. This is the only reason Miss Blaze has not yet come to harm. Now, how much more do you need to see? How much more must you test the people of the city with their very lives? Speak of respect. We are assessing Lungmen's risk control capabilities due to the importance with which we regard you. And forgive me, I'll rephrase. Are you enjoying this farce? Sano and Blaze, you do not serve these fine, upstanding individuals, and they're not with the raincoats either. Apologies, Miss Blaze. I hope I did not cause you any displeasure. You're very polite, but your tone pisses me off. You have an ear for the young speech. You inherited much from your father. Alas, now you are but infected. Your path is rough and short. You. Come. Goodbye then, Miss Blaze, Superintendent Chen. Wait, what did you say about my dad? Stop. Blaze? Remember a mission. Right. Officer Chen. We found no trace of the enemy commander. Which... we only know of Mephisto. Let Rhodes Island handle the rest. No need to rush into it. This campaign's all but over. But he has to pay for atrocities he committed. And we will leave it to you. Let's part ways for now. I have one more thing I need to see with my own eyes. Wait a minute, LGD lady. What is it? Thanks for that, back there. That's all. Sure, you too. But you have to pick that moment to act, Blaze. You're not the type to make mistakes at a time like this. For one thing, I was really mad. For another, I could tell that LG Lady Chen was getting mad too. We also can't tell which of the two sides has the right to speak. So I picked the one I like. Sorry, it won't happen again. No, Blaze, it's my turn to say it won't happen again. I can't say that. I can't promise that. The Yetis. Silly rabbit. Hey, don't pat my head. I need to get taller. At least don't pat it too long. I know. How do you feel? Can I help you? I was in the neighborhood. Your emotional state is fluctuating. It seems you had a deeper interaction with this reunion unit in the Chernobyl ruins. As far as I can tell, the captain of this unit did not participate in the battle. That means Lungman won't keep chasing these infected, but Rhodes Island has to do more. Lungman won't interfere with what happens next, and you can choose not to participate. But you will participate, whether infected is codenamed Mephisto or Frost Nova. Where are you going? I have more cut out for me. Oh, and Dr. A. Don't look at me like that. Amy has said Rhodes Island needs trust. But you and I don't need trust. We need trust of Rhodes Island's operators, not me. I know you too well to trust you, just like you never trust me in the old days. Is there anything I could do about it now? Right. I misspoke. Forget. Be careful in the next operation. Only the most dangerous of commanders would train such a squad infected who would fight to death without flinching. Of course, it's up to you if you want to see it through to the end. And do conserve your energy. We may not have time to rest. Battle for Lungman is over. It's not that simple. At least that's what I think. Dr. A, from now on, it's up to you to decide if you will shoulder the burden of responsibility for Rhodes Island. Whether or not to be the one worthy of trust of Rhodes Island operator. Frost Nova, ma'am, you're awake. Take it easy. Let me help you. I'm fine. I'm not so fragile. Where are you going? You can't go back. They're my brothers and sisters. You can't go back. It was for your sake that day. Don't insult my squad. They did look out for me. But it was for infected that they gave their lives so bravely. They fought their last battle so that more of their people could live, not for the sake of any one person. Frost Nova, ma'am? Enough of the ma'am. Are you calling me that because I look weak to you? Sorry. It's just they put you in our care like this. And now they're gone, and I never got to keep my promises to them. I don't even have a chance to make amends. Frost Nova. Oh, the one slumped at that wall there. Mephisto. He's so unconscious. You don't know, he's been like that the whole time. He says nothing, does nothing. Take him back, it's enough. Understood. Phew, I thought you'd kill him. There's no need for that anymore. I think I know what happened out to the slums. That disheartened look in his eyes. Oh, and from time to time, I recall that day 3 or 4 years ago when he tried his very hardest to sing. He can sing, but falsetted his throat. He really tried. Just like all of us infected, though we will all someday succumb to oropathy. We still try our very hardest to live. Let the rest of his life continue to punish him. Tell me, Phantom Crossbowman, was Rhodes Island involved in that fight? Do you mean? No, as far as I know, they didn't fight the Yetis. So childish. Are sure you want to say. They may not come after us, Frostnova, but you don't have to die here. I met a few people in the ruins. I want to see them again. I promised them, actually. I know they're coming. Frostnova. Go on, brother. Reunion lost this battle, and just maybe, Reunion did wrong. But you haven't. You still have a choice. You can do better. Go on, don't look back. "12:21 p.m. Ruins of Chernobyl District 14. Sector surface. What the hell? Hey squad, why have you stopped fighting? What are you waiting for? You got those ruins, huh? Did you plant the Origium? Why not collapse the whole plate and wipe out Rhodes Island all at once? Are you kidding? Frost Nova is still down there. And we will deal with Rhodes Island. You guys keep digging. We'll be right there. On this block, the superstructure in this sector is completely shredded. An untrained team fighting here could induce a total collapse. Wiping out Rhodes Island is a top priority. You take care of it. I'm not gonna argue with you. We'll fight what we gotta fight. Who decided on this priority anyway? It's obviously our most important strategic goal. If you think about that strategic goal when you vented your anger on the Ursus. You do what you can. Give us some space. You communicate with Rhodes Island. You're betraying the movement. What's going on over there? I think we have to fight. You think communication is tantamount to betrayal, then what's your prerogative? With that kind of tactical thinking, it's no wonder you're getting led around by a nose. Yays, what are you up to? We outnumbered you 100 times over, don't be stupid. Come on, we fought the Ursus standing army like a million times, who's getting excited over a big angry mob. Just you wait. Hey Rhodes Island, we might have to teach those unruly bastards a lesson. We should probably stay out of it. We don't want to be accused of collaborating with the enemy. Huh, collaborating? What are you talking about? I mean, what happened in Ruins, and what's the official party line on it? Nothing happened. We were fighting Yeti Squad and no other reunion units joined battle. Acting? I'm a phenomenal actress. Well, you say you put on a show and then take care of these guys in ensuing chaos. Sounds good to me. What does your captain think? Excuse me, sir. How should I call you? Well, you're a really cute girl, but I'm not sure I'm really for anything like that. Ready for what? What are you thinking? Oh, sorry. I'm just playing around. You can call me Yeti number 1, I guess. Alright, Mr. Yeti number 1. We've got lives to save, don't we? So let's subdue the reunion units that could interfere with our rescue mission. Yeah, I'm plenty motivated now. Where exactly did you get that motivation? Please, I need you to lead the team to seize the advantage. I want to organize a raid. I'm very worried about our current situation. Both you and the Yetis have used our respective skills to locate the Doctor and Frost Nova. Thanks to your arts, they're now safe. And two are very close. If you can save one, you can save the other. There are two things we can't be sure of right now. First, who will reach them first? Second, Frost Nova's attitude. Exactly. Get the initiative, you'll have to subdue Frost Nova immediately, but we also have to trade her for Yeti Squad's cooperation. That way we will avoid fighting and also deepen the opportunity for communication. But to get there first. Amia, the heartbeat detector found something. We have the position, but we don't know the depth. Right. Hey, wait, where's the fire? Oh. As soon as the doctor comes up, she gets all panicky and forgets herself. I'm not sure if this is a bug in Amia or feature. You know the stuff she just said? That's not like her at all. She come up with it too fast. At least she didn't come around to the sneak attack. This one's on us. Not quite. If you ambush them, the Yetis would just fight to the death. I'm here to rescue you all, not cause more casualties. She didn't give up on her winning outcome. So I should apologize. It's the mercenary in me. You didn't do it, did you? Keeping a level head after victories and keeping to her tactical goals are what makes me trust Amia as field commander. I'm gonna check up on the Yetis. Huh. This structure, it's so complicated. It makes my head hurt. Describe it to me and I'll draw it up. Huh, I didn't even finish my 8th grade textbook in middle school. Give me a break. What did you do instead of classes again? Went to train. Why not let Nesty try? He's got arts, doesn't he? He's all about reciting poetry and writing essays. That's not your structural probing business. Well, why not try to express it through numbers? Good idea. I'm okay at math. Let's try it. Does it feel hot to you? No, I'm wearing this thick, heavy thing, and even so, I still feel Sister's Originum freezing my skin off. Oh. Hi, Rose Island cat. Sorry, but when I sweat, the air around me heats up, and then I just keep sweating. Thanks to you guys, I'm feeling a lot cooler than usual. Are you nervous? A little. I never thought I'd be working with the enemy. For now, at least, we aren't enemies. After digging out our sister, we'll do what she says, but we'll cross that bridge when you come to it. You guys really aren't anything like the other reunion folks. You think the rest of the reunion is all the same? Are you and the bunny the same? Hey, yeah, good point. We've got all kinds on our side. Everyone's got all kinds. At least you're willing to listen to us. The rest of the soldiers are all just shoe on sight. The arrows start flying and they don't stop until one side is dead. Good thing we're a pharmaceutical company and not a bunch of Ursa soldiers. Do pharmaceutical companies all have equipment like yours? The world is a dangerous place and we have to protect ourselves, right? It would be nice if you spent your time farming instead of battling. We could grow a harvest of red wheat. You feed half a town's starving and infected. If they weren't starving, they wouldn't have gone into that little town. Then they wouldn't have been shot. If only. Enough of that. He's pretty sentimental, you know. I think all Ursus are pretty sentimental. No slacking off. Oops, sorry. Time to get back to work. No big deal. Get back to your work. But that thing you're carrying, it's got a powerful smell. Oh, this what's she talking about? Nothing. Don't worry. Hey, I'm Mike Peckish. What are you looking at me for? 15:22 p.m. Ruins of Chernobog District 14. Sector surface. 3 hours into excavation operation. Amia, stop. Your fingers are bleeding. Stop digging with your hands. But I can feel something down there, right? Down there. I can feel it if I'm using a tool. I have to use my fingers to pick up on that tiny whisper of a feeling. Amia? It's close. Meteorite? But leave her be. If you let them get there first. It's okay, you can do it. Use arts. I can't. I really can't. We could do this even if I were sister, right? Hurry up and make the temperature nice and different. The bigger the difference, the better. I'll try, but don't blame me if it doesn't work. Who else can we blame besides you? Don't tease him. He has to concentrate. Here, right here. A wall. Did I get it wrong? Just smash it. Break it through. But if it collapses, I got it wrong. It's open. Blaze meteorite? On it. Get ready. You win. Said I won't lose. You didn't give me a winning choice. Sister. This one. This is the one they call a doctor. So am I being shot or hanged? The leader of Rhodes Island. That's me, you can call me Amia. Her rings are turning red. Aren't you going to stop her? Why would I stop our only chance at winning? Blaze. Respect Amia's decision. Amia? No? Doctor? This is Rhodes Island not fighting you. They're not. Then here on this battlefield we are not enemies. Crossnova. There's no reason to fight if you are not enemies. Go back, doctor, to your people. Our sister is so magnanimous. Magnanimous. Like she needs your approval. Quiet down. Little rabbit. My name is Amia. You're going to Lugman too, aren't you? That's right. Then we won't be enemies before long, little rabbit. Just not yet. Crossnova, you and your team aren't as destructive as the other reunion units. Don't blame my people. You don't know what they've been through. But you don't want them to go on like this. Oh. You can read my mind. I can, but I do sense your unease and your consternation. All this will be swept away after a fall of Lungman. Rhodes Island, we can honestly understand you and your squad. You may think I'm wrong and that we don't understand you at all. But Frostnova, ma'am, I know exactly what you've been through. Childish. Frostnova, those clothes aren't yours, are they? They're not. This was once a cloak of the Patriot. I wove it into a coat. Oh. How can you tell? Never mind. Everyone has some things they can't say, I suppose. Frost Nova, Rhodes Island does not seek out conflict. You want to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. If which bloodshed was necessary. At the very least, we don't want to fight your squad. They're all good, decent people. We absolutely cannot hurt them or let them hurt innocent people. They must pray we do not meet again. Frost Nova? I think I don't want to hurt you either, but if I have to, I will kill you all. You come to Rhodes Island, we don't have to fight. Then you can try to beat me. Defeat me in battle, I will consider it. But of course, once we meet on the battlefield, we are enemies, and as enemies, we will fight to death. Oh yes, this one for the fox. What? A special remedy for frostbite. One-of-a-kind recipe. It relieves the burning and pain. I've studied these things for a long time, and you fought very well back there. Warriors willing to sacrifice themselves are strongest in my eyes. Thank you. Frost Nova. Hey, wait, I have something to say too. Yeti number 1. Oh, huh. What's happening? Let's get a drink next time. Your vodka smells great. Don't say that out loud. Haha, goodbye, Rhodes Island. I hope we never meet again. Lungman substructure. Here you are after all. Hello, Frost Nova. Hello, Rhodes Island. Oh wait, was this after? Oh shoot, I don't remember if it's before. I think it's yeah, I think I read this right. Okay. Wait. Oh, it just ends on. Oh wow, it just ends like that. Okay, I guess on to episode 7. Wait, what? I didn't even finish? Wait, seriously? Wait. Seriously? This was where I left off at? Holy. Okay, I guess. Okay, that's enough reading. Okay. Wait. Oh, you have to do this? Okay, yeah, I guess. Okay, that's enough reading. Okay. This is fun. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess it's time for just a new campaign, I guess. Okay. Man, yeah, I guess I have to actually play. Okay.